All right, welcome back. Okay, part 2 of my October fragrance haul. You guys already saw part 1. That is where I talked about the fragrances that were gifted to me. Okay, in this video, we're gonna get into what I purchased with my own coins. Okay, first on the list, I want to talk about this one first because I kind of spent the block on this fragrance. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have saw where I went to, where'd I go? Macy's to smell this fragrance. And I said that this fragrance smells just like My Way Intense, or My Way Intense by Giorgio Armani, either one of those. And I watched a couple of fragrance reviews and they both people said the same thing, that it smells like My Way in the beginning, right? It reminded them of that fragrance. But then the dry down switches up on you. And so, of course, and on top of that, the bottle is too cute, okay? So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and revisit this fragrance. And maybe I'm missing out on something good. It's Paradoxe by Prada. I know. Y'all was like, did you said you didn't like that fragrance? I don't think I said I didn't like it. I said it was a no for me. So I'm eating my words right now because I actually have it in my collection. Let's just talk about the bottle first off. Like, come on, Prada. The bottle is too cute. It's too cute. So you guys know in the first video I talked about my allergies, so my sinuses are draining really bad today. So you may hear me sounding a little nasally, a little congested. That's why. So I'm not gonna spray any of the fragrances because in the in part 1 I could smell the fragrances and it just triggered my sinuses even more. Okay, so I'm not gonna spray anything in this video. What I will do is circle back and do a 15-minute review on this fragrance. Yes, in the opening, it does remind me a lot of Giorgio Armani's My Way, but that dry down is real different. The dry down is different. This is a really sweet fragrance. It's very sweet. Of course, the Giorgio Armani My Way is sweet too. That's like the first thing that I get when I smell the fragrance. It's a beautiful tuberose. Honestly, I don't even think there's tuberose in this fragrance if I'm not mistaken. This is a good spin on orange blossom and that neroli combination because sometimes those two together, I feel like the neroli can overpower the orange blossom sometimes. It makes a fragrance smell a little soapy. Like even for me smelling it from the nozzle, I smell the neroli, which is coming off like a fresh soapy type of scent. Also jasmine comes off very soapy to me as well, but on the skin I get that orange blossom, the sweetness from that orange blossom and throughout the dry down of the fragrance. So I don't regret buying this. I got it in the smallest bottle that I could get just because I had to make it make sense, right? I didn't feel like I wanted to buy the biggest bottle. Like that didn't make sense to me because I do have the My Way and I also have the L'Entre D, which I feel like is in the vein of this scent and the My Way. You know what I mean? They all kind of smell similar and different though in their own way, but for the most part they all smell a little bit the same to me. So the smallest bottle is what I picked up. So again, I will circle back at a later date and do a 15-minute review on the Paradoxe from Prada. I also picked up a fragrance that was really hot on TikTok and on Instagram. I saw this fragrance go down my timeline several times from the house of Lattafa, and this is called Khamrah. Now this is said to be a dupe for Killian's Angel Share. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know my feelings about that. And if you do not follow me on Instagram, I will tell you, this is not a dupe for Angel Share. Now, it does give you the feels, okay? It will give you the feels. But this is its own fragrance. This fragrance can stand on its own. The type of person where you can't wrap around your head spending over $200 on a fragrance, then Khamrah by Lattafa is going to be for you. If you like Angel Share, Khamrah by Lattafa is going to be for you. This is your fragrance, okay? Because I want to say I bought this fragrance off of Amazon. I did get it off of Amazon. It is in my Amazon store if it's still available. My link to my Amazon store is down below, okay? I paid more than what I wanted to pay for it because I know some people was getting it off of Fragrance Buy for like $50 and somebody else got it somewhere. I don't know. She said she spent like $35 for it. I ended up spending like $60 with shipping and everything. I spent like $60. That's still less than $100, but you know, for these type of fragrances, you know, they're not that expensive. So I was like, man, this fragrance it's hot right now. Like, it went from 35 to 50 to 60. Like, what is it going to be in December? Is it going to be like $100? Because, you know, supply and demand, you know what I'm saying? Once supply gets low and the demand is high, they're going to jack up the price, okay? So, yeah, I like this fragrance. This fragrance, the longevity is amazing, okay? I mean, I smell it. It gave me 8+ on the skin, okay? And I usually spray more on my skin than I spray on clothes, simply because sometimes even after washing my clothes, I still can smell the fragrance and I don't really like that. So I put my fragrances mostly on my skin. But yes, I highly recommend this fragrance. It's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I will do a follow-up video on this fragrance and come back and let y'all know, give you guys a full review. I've already did a test wear, so you know how I feel about it. Okay, so this next fragrance is from the House of Bond, and this is New York Harlem. Listen, I'll put a link up here above because I've already done a 15-minute review, so I won't go into details. Just to give you a little bit of background on this fragrance. This fragrance was released a long time ago, okay? A long time ago. And when I first got into influencing, and now mind you, I've always had a fragrance collection. Most of it was designer. But when I started really exploring niche, which was probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and I would watch Bond videos, New Harlem would come up in about 1 out of 10 videos, okay? Maybe 2 or 3 out of 10 videos, 5 videos, it will pop up, right? So it was super popular. Of course, they discontinued because that's what brands do when they I feel like a little rant is about to come on, but I feel like that's what brands do when fragrances are extremely popular. They're like, oh, let's go ahead and discontinue it. You know, like just to upset us. So they discontinued the fragrance. Well, this year Bond decided to bring the fake fragrance back, and I decided to buy a bottle of it. I didn't want a big ass bottle like this. I wanted a cute little 2 point whatever. This is like a 3.3, okay, ounce. But you know what? I'm not mad at this fragrance at all. The opening leans a little bit more masculine for me, in my opinion. But again, I will link my 15-minute review of this fragrance up top so you can go watch it. To keep this video short, okay, go watch my review on it. But overall, I do like this fragrance a lot. Okay, in the month of October, I also picked up a fragrance from Argos. This is Triumph of Bacchus. I have already done a review on this fragrance, which I will link up top. This is a sweet, boozy peach. What else is in here? Green apple, saffron, tonka, vanilla. Baby, this thing is amazing, okay? I give it a 10 out of 10. The longevity is amazing. The fragrance is amazing. This is the peach that I like. This is the peach of all peach. You can even see how The juice even looks peachy. Like, this the peach for me right here. Like, I could never get into Tom Ford's Bitter Peach because it just did something funky on my skin. It just turned into, it upset my stomach or something. But this is the peach for me. This is a peach. If you guys have not checked out Argos fragrances, you definitely should. There are some other fragrances on their list. There's some other fragrances that I want from them. I would love to have the Argos Parfum. Beautiful feminine fragrance. Very sexy. Adonis and Danae. So, I love Argos fragrances, by the way. Love them, love them, love them. It's her name, Katrina Waltrin, here on YouTube. She influenced me to buy this fragrance because I just watched one of her videos about sweater weather, sweater weather, sweater weather, sweater weather. Y'all seen that TikTok? Sweater weather, sweater weather. But anyway, she talked about Prada Candy by Night. And I actually was trying to pick this one up last Christmas. It went on sale at Macy's and I was a day late and $1 short, child. And it was already sold out. So I went on Fragrance X and bought it. It was like 20 something dollars. Okay, it was super cheap. So I like this fragrance. Again, I'm not gonna spray it, but when I did spray it when my allergies weren't bothering me, it does have that Prada Candy DNA, okay? But this one has, I want to say, a coffee note in it that's very, very prominent. It sticks out a lot in this fragrance. Like, you get hit with that original sweet, cozy, warm Prada Candy fragrance. Y'all know the one I'm talking about, the original one. And then all of a sudden, you get hit with this coffee note. I want to say I smelled coffee. It's actually chocolate. Tonka and iris. But Tonka can come out smelling a little nutty to me, a little almondy. So maybe that's why I picked up on coffee. Maybe the chocolate mixed in with the Tonka gave it that coffee smell. I'm so scared to spray this. I'm going to start sneezing like crazy in a minute. But I just want to smell it one time for the one time. Yeah. So I'm getting chocolate. That's what it is. Chocolate. That chocolate note is very prominent in this fragrance. I mean, for real. And you get that roasted nutty smell from the Tonka. Those two together is giving me a coffee feel. But for the record, it's not coffee, it's chocolate, okay? But I love this. So she totally influenced me to buy this. It's one that I've always wanted anyway. I love the original Prada Candy. I've went through like 2 or 3 bottles of that fragrance already. The longevity on the original Prada Candy is not all that. But, you know, I layered it and then, of course, I overspray. So, but I love that. I love the Prada candies. I'm a big fan of the Prada Candy line. I really am. Now, this other fragrance, okay, so this next fragrance was also a YouTube made me buy it scent, okay? I was influenced by the perfume guy here on Instagram. This is not Instagram, this YouTube. I was influenced by the perfume guy, and he has been doing these videos lately where he's talking about affordable fragrances that smell like expensive fragrances. And he talked about a fragrance that is compared to YSL's Tuxedo. Mustache by Rochas was a good dupe for YSL's Tuxedo. And I don't know if that fragrance, I don't think that fragrance is discontinued, but it's so funny to me how I haven't even smelled the original Tuxedo, but I'm over here buying dupes and I haven't even smelled the real thing. What is going on? I think my allergy medication is affecting my thinking. But anyway, this is what the bottle looks like. And this is a big bottle. It didn't come in anything smaller. Thank God this fragrance was like $25, okay? at the discounters, because I was like, what in the world? I'm never gonna get through this. I'm never gonna get through this. To my surprise though, I like this. I like this fragrance a lot, okay? Yes, I like this fragrance. It is extremely unisex. It has a note of pink pepper. I want to say in the top, like you get the pink pepper immediately upon first sniff. Like you can smell it. It also has notes of mandarin orange, cedar, Bulgarian rose, benzoin, vanilla, and patchouli. You know, granted, this fragrance is spicy, okay? But the mandarin gives it something bright, and the patchouli is not overbearing. It's not overpowering, which to me, I would put this fragrance in a category where I could wear it all year round, to be honest with you. Just like it doesn't remind me of Miu Miu Twist, but because Miu Miu Twist smells just like Mojave Ghost, in case you guys, not Mojave Ghost. Miu Miu Twist smells just like Bal de Freak, if you didn't know. I don't even know if they make Miu Miu Twist anymore, but anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. But this fragrance is too good. This fragrance is too good. It doesn't make me want to go smell the real Tuxedo fragrance, because I'm not trying to buy anything else until after the holidays. But I like this. It's heavy on the pink pepper. Like, baby, my nose, I'm about to have a sneezing attack. But I like this fragrance. I think it is extremely unisex. It is really, really pleasant to smell. Like, I feel like it's drawing me in a little bit. It possibly lean a little bit more masculine. I'm not sure if Tuxedo is targeted for men or women, but this fragrance, Mustache, okay, it's leaning like, just like a little bit like that, masculine, okay? This is unisex. That's masculine. Like you barely saw me move, right? Me and my analogies. But I like this fragrance. I like it. Okay, for $25, man. I'm never gonna go through this bottle though. So, okay, last but not least, I went to Diptyque, to the Diptyque counter in Nordstrom and Houston. And you know, I struggle a little bit with Diptyque fragrances. You know, they're extremely French, okay? And I struggle with extremely French fragrances because they're very unique. They're very different. I think Diptyque fragrances are targeted for people who have a very different style about them, a uniqueness. They're not afraid to be individuals, you know, like I'm not afraid to be individual either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm in my own lane, especially when it comes to fragrances, because everybody doesn't see eye to eye on the things that I like. So, but I wanted to give Diptyque a chance. I've been wanting to give them a chance. They have some amazing candles as well. Comment down below what your favorite Diptyque fragrance is. You're probably going to say Doucin, because everybody seems to be in love with Doucin. Doucin has a little bit too much tuberose for me, or whatever that is, coming out smelling like tuberose. It could be honey or something like that, but I haven't really studied the note breakdown. I picked up their Eau de Parfum travel kit. They have two. They have an Eau de Parfum travel kit. They have a Eau de Toilette travel kit. I'm definitely a Eau de Parfum girl. Don't play. Okay? Y'all know. So I picked up that Eau de Parfum kit, which has, I want to say, 6 fragrances in them. Yeah, 2, I'm lying, 5. There's only 5 fragrances in here, and it does come with a little pouch where you can travel with it or whatever. So this kit includes Eau Rose, Orpheon, Eau Capitale, Doucin, and Fleur de Pearl. The Pearl. P-E-3. A-U, peur, okay? You guys know I don't speak French. I speak Texan, okay? But I'm really excited to dig into these fragrances and explore them and, you know, see which ones I like. I have already sniffed them all. Eau Rose, Eau de Parfum is my fave, okay? It reminds me a lot of Rose 33 by Le Labo. Not 33, 31. It's either 31 or 13, the Rose, okay? And it also reminds me of fragrances like La Homme à la Rose by MFK. So it's that type of vein. Very green rose type of scent. Other one that I say I would like next is Offron, okay? But again, I will do a 15-minute review on these fragrances, so stay tuned for that. So make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications so you'll see when I upload that video, okay? Last but not least, honey, last but not least, this is a fragrance that has been discontinued, but it has been talked about a lot in the fragrance community. Stash by Sarah Jessica Parker. I was watching the Perfume Guy. I don't know, I've been binge watching his videos lately. He just went to Europe and brought back a bunch of fragrances, and I just sit there and watch his videos all day. I like binge watch like 5 or 6 of them in one day. I love the Perfume Guy. He's very knowledgeable, and I feel like every time I watch one of his videos, I learn something new. But he had a young lady on his video, and she was talking about her amazing affordable fragrances, and she pulled out Sarah Jessica Parker's Stash. And it reminded me of how much I wanted this fragrance. And so immediately I Googled Stash by Sarah Jessica Parker, and this Mercari page popped up, and I went to it and I bought it immediately. So this is a 1 ounce, and I got it for like $40 or $44 or something like that. But I'm definitely going to be looking for it in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They do have it on fragrancebuy.ca, but baby, that shipping, honey, they had it on sale for $35, I believe, and then with the tax, and then with the shipping, it came out to over $60. I said, y'all got to be playing with me. I would drive to every last TJ Maxx and Marshalls in Houston, Texas until I found a bottle of Stash before I pay $15 in shipping. Y'all got, no ma'am. Yes, I got this fragrance. I've had my eye on this fragrance for at least 2 or 3 years now. This is a beautiful, I'm gonna say, I don't necessarily want to use the word boozy because I don't think there's any booze in here, but it's giving me a little boozy vibe, okay? It's giving me a very sweet, woody scent, okay? With a little hint of spice, a little herbal essence, okay? And I'm thinking that's from the sage. But what I really like is that grapefruit note in the top. I like that, okay? I don't know, it really complements this fragrance a lot, okay? This fragrance does put me a little bit in the mind of Autumn by Replica, okay? One of those replica fragrances called Autumn. And it's a very much cozy. It's very much sweater weather, okay? Sweater weather. It's very much one of those type of fragrances. It's screaming fall time, winter time. Like, this is the type of fragrance that I would spray for a sexy date night here, because it's dropping down into like the high 50s, okay, low 60s. I would wear this. It has a little bit of sex appeal to it, and I like this. For this to be a celebrity scent, it's hitting, okay? It's giving me very much niche vibes, very high-end quality type of fragrance, which for the price, You can't beat it, okay? You can't beat it. Battery light is flashing and it's telling me that I need to shut this party down, okay? And my allergies are, and my sinuses are really beating me up right now. So comment down below if you have any of these fragrances. I would love to get your opinion on them. Also, if you are into fragrances, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video and you don't miss out. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. It lets me know that you guys enjoy my content, okay? That you like me. You like what I'm giving y'all, okay? So hit that thumbs up button. Again, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you're having a fabulous day and I hope you're smelling good doing it. I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.